All right, we back with another video. Listen, I've been dealing with some technical difficulties trying to record this video. This is like I try to record this on Tuesday. It's Thursday now, but yeah. So I'm gonna try to just kind of like fly through this a little bit just so we don't run into those issues. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, let's break down the predictions for UFC 314 Lopez versus Volkanovski. I want to get this done. They got the press conference tonight. Gonna be kind of fire. I like this card. I like it a lot. So let's get started with this first fight right here with Nora and Haley. Just right off rip, I'm just gonna say Nora. I think Nora's better better overall all around. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, we gonna kind of get through this. I'm looking maybe a decision, possibly finish, but I want to say a decision, to be honest. I feel like decision is more like a safe bet there. Trayshawn Gore versus Marco. Um, Gore, I used to be kind of a little, a little high on, I guess you could say, but I don't really think as of late. I mean, it's not like he's like, oop, my fault. Not like he's like super dangerous. Has a nasty guillotine. It's nasty. Think got like a couple finishes like that, like standing, everything. Um, but with this fight, I'm gonna go with Marco. I think Marco's maybe gonna give him a little bit more trouble, and I think he may. They're like the same size, kind of like like same height, but I feel like just Marco just bigger frame. I don't know. I think it's just gonna cause some problems for Trayshawn, to be honest. So I'm gonna go with Marco. Yeah. All right, my guy Samadarji. Don't know how to say his name. Not even gonna act like I do. Versus Mitch Raposo. Raposo. I never know how to pronounce his name, not gonna lie. Both of these guys, to be honest. But I'm gonna go with my boy Sumu over here. I think just bigger, longer, taller, strike at distance, active striker too. So I think he's gonna be able to kind of keep Mitch at range and ultimately pick him apart, to be honest. That's just kind of what I think. So TKO, I don't know. Maybe decision. I'm thinking a decision for this. So we got Dumas versus Olajaychuk. Olajaychuk. This is one where like I would like to go Dumas, right? But I don't really, Michal's good, but he's just, it's kind of on and off, but he's actually pretty good. This is one of those fights I'm kind of really on the fence with this, like in the middle, but I'm gonna go with Michal. I think Machal. I'm just gonna keep saying it, Machal. I'm gonna go with him though. I think he ultimately can get it done. Dumas hasn't really shown that he's like a very like dangerous guy, I guess you could say. So it's not like I'm like I don't know. And I think Machal dropped like Kevin Holland or somebody, didn't he? It was somebody like that. But Machal's not to be played with. You know what I'm saying? So we'll go with Machal. Decision. I could actually kind of see a finish too. So maybe like a TKO. All right, Darren Elkins, the Damage Elkins is back versus Julian Erosa. Julian Erosa is like one of those. He be being some like good up and comers, but then like this is one of those fights he would lose, to be honest. But I'm gonna go with Julian. I think Julian gets it done. I just think he maybe have enough, for Darren that to like to beat Darren, I guess, because Darren, I mean, what like I could see him catching Julian on the feet, like with some like straight or something with a straight, but I don't really, I think Julian. All right, we back. A little technical. I'm just gonna fight through it. I'm gonna fight through it. We gonna win this fight. All right, because I'm getting this video out one way or another. So, anyways, yeah, as I was saying, I'm just gonna. I got Julian winning. Probably decision. Um, yeah, I'm leaning more towards decision. I'm not really sure on how he would get the finish. Like, I just think he has an answer for everything Darren Till, every question Darren Till has. You know what I'm saying? Got Jim Miller versus Chase Hooper, a vet, versus a young. up and coming. He's been around for a little bit too, though. Like he's been like growing in front of our eyes. But I'm gonna go Chase Hooper. I'm gonna go Chase Hooper. It's hard to go against Jim Miller, to be honest, but I think Chase Hooper can get it done. Um, he may pepper Jim up on the feet a little bit. It's gonna be a tough task to submit Miller, but I could kind of see Hooper doing it. I could see him rocking him on the feet, and then eventually, maybe taking the back and getting a choke. So that's what I'm gonna go to, or transition to like an armbar from the back. I don't know. I just have a feeling like Hooper's gonna take the back at some point in this fight, but that's what I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with Hooper. Fuck it, bold prediction submission. Bold prediction submission. All right, Yao Xiaonan versus Vernia. Um, Vernia. I mean, whoa, just kidding. Yao Xiaonan. I was gonna say something about Vernia, but on the ropes right now, fighting these technical difficulties. But Yao Xiaonan, I feel like she needs this win more. You know what I mean? Just because I feel like the expectations are higher for her, like in the division in general. She wants to get back up to the title picture contention, so she needs this win more. And I think, as long as she could stay on the feet, I'm sure she'll get the finish. Yeah, I got now Yao Xiaonan. I don't know how the fight's gonna end. I could see her finishing it on the feet though, like TKO. So we'll go with that. We'll go with that. I normally don't predict finishes, by the way, because you know. But if you do watch my prediction videos, I'll be kind of on point, bro. I'll be like one or two off of the whole card, which you know what I'm saying. So I may know game a little bit. I know ball. Danny Gay versus Sean Woodson. Danny Gay, vet, tough tough to fight. He has an answer for almost everything. His hard for going up against a prospect. I guess I could say for prospects, he has an answer for everything. But Sean Woodson, I think ultimately gets it done. I think he's gonna be bigger. I think he's gonna cause EA some trouble. As long as he can stay away from the power of EA, I think he's good. You know what I mean? Maybe some clinch work, some elbows from Sean, things like that. I don't know how he gets it done. Maybe decision. I don't know. It's gonna be kind of tough to finish EA, so I'll say decision for Sean Woodson. Anyways, Nikita Krylov versus Dominic Reyes. Dominic Reyes has been showing that he can, you know, get his way back in the win column lately. Good wins. But not gonna lie, I'm gonna go with Nikita. I think Nikita is just ultimately better all around. I think there's more ways he can win the fight. I feel like he can win the fights at all three levels, like all three ways. I guess you could say, TKO, submission, or decision. So, Reyes, I feel like maybe better on the feet. I mean, more of like a bigger puncher on the feet. You know what I mean? I feel like Nikita's just more, you know, technical, I guess you could say, or more traditional on the feet. But yeah, anyways, I'm gonna go with Nikita though. I think he could hurt Reyes and get the submission. Not gonna lie, so I'll take Nikita by finish. Right? Say by finish. Here we go. Here we go. I'm a John Silva guy. I like this fight right here. Um, Bryce Mitchell versus John Silva. Bryce Mitchell has been the face of controversy lately in the UFC. You know, the, a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. We're gonna leave that topic for that topic. But John Silva, I got John Silva. Think he can get it done by knockout. I do kind of believe that this fight, I don't think it's just gonna be a wash, like a lot of people think. And I'm a John Silva guy saying that. Like I really like, you know what I'm saying. But um, I think Bryce may kind of close the distance and may kind of challenge John Silva in the grappling department for however long they may last. But ultimately, I think John Silva gets to finish as soon as he gets right back to distance. I just believe John Silva has that ridiculous power for this weight class and damn good distance management, damn good just timing, all of it, speed, power, Everything that meshes well on the feet, he got it. I feel like so. Yeah, John Silva. I finished TKO knockout probably. Yair Rodriguez versus Pitbull. Tricio Pitbull. If this was like 3 years ago, or maybe even, excuse me, a little bit longer than 3 years ago, I feel like I would 100% go for Pitbull. But I'm gonna go with Yair. I think I don't know size advantage. I don't think he's gonna be more like dense or whatever you want to say than Patricio, but I think ultimately he may get the finish. Yair may get the finish. I just have a feeling like he may be a little too much for Pitbull. I don't think this. I mean, who knows? I could eat my words right here, but I don't. I feel like they should have gave Pitbull someone else in this division. Like I don't know, maybe like a I don't know, Josh Emmett. I don't know, somebody else in the division. I really think that. Looks like we're about to have technical difficulties in a second again, but yeah, Yair, fuck it, bold prediction. TKO finish round two, if not decision, but TKO finish round two. If I just don't think Pitbull is who he used to be. You know, he's been like finished lately, recently bad too. Like so, and yeah, Yair's durable too for one. Like I don't think he gets enough credit for that. Durable, fast, kicks crazy, can kick from any angle, can kick from any distance. Like, bro. Yeah, I don't know. I got Yair though. I think he gets it done. We got our co-main event: Michael Chandler versus Patty the Batty. See, this is a fight. This is a fight where I'm like so split in the middle because I think it's just gonna. This fight's gonna be. I mean, every fight Michael Chandler's in for one is always crazy. I feel like he definitely goes out there all the time. No matter what, he's never gonna be in a boring fight. Patty. Scousers, we never get knocked out. We can't get knocked out. You know, I wouldn't really test that chin 100% against Michael. I also don't think he's going to test his chin against Michael like that. I honestly think that I think Patty tries to grapple early, right away, quick, fast, and I think he tries to get it done as quick as possible. I don't think he wants to really stand with Michael. Like, I mean, I don't know. I just feel like Patty's not gonna do that. Gosh, I'm so in the middle on this one. I really am because I can see Michael potentially putting Patty's lights out because Patty doesn't. It's not like he has crazy head movement. Like he truly believes he can't get knocked out. Like them scouts just you know. But I also don't think he's gonna. I don't think he's gonna really entertain it on the feet. So with that being said, with me believing that, and I think that I'll go. I'll go Patty by submission. I'll go Patty by submission. I mean, I don't see this fight going the distance. That's for sure. I think someone's getting finished. Like what I'm saying. So, but yeah, I'm gonna go Patty. Bold prediction, I guess you could say. He is the favorite, which I feel like this is one. I feel like this should be split like even because the finish. Michael hits hard for this division, man. He hits really hard for the division, but keep it short, simple. Patty the Batty submission. All right. The main event, Volkanovski versus Diego Lopez. Now, I wasn't really. If Ilya was still in the division, right? Like, I didn't see anyone in the division who could beat him. I feel like now that Ilya's, gone from the division, I feel like the division's kind of wide open again. Um, I can see Diego winning this fight, but I don't really know if he holds the belt for too long. But that's a conversation for like some other time. But I mean, he's hits hard, hits fast. You know what I mean? Uh, pretty can pretty much do everything too. But so can Volkanovski. But I also believe Volkanovski, his time has come. I feel like we've seen it over and over again with champs, man. We seen it over and over again, especially if you've been watching, I guess UFC in particular for a while. Like we've seen them fall, and it doesn't. They just don't. They can never come back. I mean, look, most recently, like Israel Adesanya, Kamaru Usman, he looked good against Hamza, but he still hasn't fought yet. And then it's like, the Tyron Woodleys, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't, I don't know if you could consider Max Holloway in that discussion. He's still, I feel like he could still possibly, I don't know, not with Ilya being up there now. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, anyways, you get what I'm trying to say. Champions fall. And normally they fall hard because it's people figure them out. But I think what it was with Alex, I think it's just age, bro. Can't beat Father Time. Um, I got Diego, and I think by finish like TKO, maybe early. It round two, round two. I think Volkanovski's gonna look good to start. He did against Ilya, like he looked all right. But the chin, the age, you know what I'm saying. I think Diego's just too much of a like an athlete, like hits too hard, hits too fast, whatever you want to call it. But that has been it for the video. Listen, if you chat through these technical difficulties, I'll try to make sure that these do not happen in the next video. It looks like it's going good for now. I don't know. I gotta figure something out. Maybe I just got too much stuff I gotta delete. I don't know. But anyways, that's been a video. I'm gonna do performance rankings probably after. I haven't done that in a while. I'm probably only gonna save that for pay-per-views unless I really like the fight night cards. We'll see. But yeah, that's been it. Appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe. You know what I'm saying. Help your boy out. Not I promise I'll keep being consistent. You know what I'm saying. I did drop some like Detroit Lions mock draft. If you're into football, and if you're not, that's okay too, because I'm still gonna be uploading UFC content. Maybe some boxing. It's a big month for boxing. I said this before in the last video, but wrestling, all that stuff. But yeah, anyways, appreciate it. You know, thank you.